If you've been paying attention to the K-pop charts recently, the relatively obscure girl group Brave Girls just achieved one of the more difficult tasks of modern K-pop, the perfect all-kill. Only 6 songs were able to achieve this feat in all of 2020. And so far this year, Brave Girls are the only idol group to accomplish this. Now, what makes the POC so difficult is that it typically requires not just a big fandom, but an enormous amount of public recognition, both of which Brave Girls have lacked in the past. To make things even more shocking, this isn't with the recent comeback, but with a song they released back in 2017. So how did this happen? Well, first let me give you a brief overview of Brave Girls. While they originally debuted in 2011, Brave Girls have had a ton of lineup changes over the years, to where none of their original starting members remain. The currently active members actually joined the group around 2016 and consists of Minyoung, Yoojung, Eunji, and Yuna. Their company Brave Entertainment was started by legendary K-pop songwriter and producer Brave Brothers. Yes, he's called Brave Brothers plural, even though it's just him. As a songwriter, he's been responsible for some legendary hit songs for groups such as Tiara, AOA, Sistar, Sunmi, Brown Eye Girls, 4 Minute, and more. But then Brave Brothers did what a lot of successful music producers often do. He looked at his puny royalty checks and thought to himself, if I just made the same awesome music for my own group, I'd make a killing. Then reality hits as they realize that music is really only a small part of creating a successful K-pop group. You see, all of those legendary groups he previously worked with all had that special something, that je ne sais quoi, excuse my French. And up until now, his group Brave Girls just didn't seem to have whatever it is. Now, to be fair, if there was some kind of secret formula to creating a successful K-pop group, then every company would have their own BTS, Twice, or Blackpink. And that's the thing, no one really knows what that special X factor is. And thus, earlier this year, Brave Girls were well on their way to disbanding, and even recently moving out of their dorms. But then their song Rollin started creeping up on the music charts. When originally released in 2017, Rollin was not very well received. The main criticism had to do with the fact that their sexy and sensuous choreo combined with the dark vampire-like concept didn't quite match the upbeat tropical house style of the song. Well, you know who couldn't care less about mismatched concepts and actually enjoy sexy outfits and choreography? Men. Especially men in the military. You see, the very concept that was criticized by the general public was universally adored by thirsty soldiers. And a recent video that highlighted this fact went viral in Korea. And just like that, Brave Girls became an overnight sensation. But something else, or rather someone else, may have been responsible. You see, this is Minyoung. And back in 2017, she joked that if Rollin reached number 1 on the charts, that she would shave her head. A seemingly innocent joke at the time may have unintentionally altered her group's future. You see, sacrificing your hair is a pretty common tradition around the world. In southern India, millions of people every year provide their hair as an offering to their god, a sign of gratitude and respect for good fortunes they've received or wish to receive. Traditional Buddhist monks shave their heads as a symbol of giving up all things material and superficial in order to gain spiritually, a rejection of vanity in order to gain enlightenment. Sometimes the reverse of bad luck can be unintentional. This is Michael Jordan. Now, most of you kids recognize him as that famous crying meme, but in my time, he wasn't just a great basketball player, he was also the most famous athlete on the planet. And to this day, one of only 2 celebrities recognizable by their silhouette, the other one being Mickey Mouse. But his iconic bald head wasn't always so iconic. This is what Michael Jordan looked like as a rookie. And after breaking his ankle in just his second year and missing half the season, he came back with the now famous shaved head, leading to a Hall of Fame career and becoming the greatest of all time. Yes, LeBron, I said it, get over it. Now, some don't even have to shave their whole head to benefit. Take Thor from the Marvel Universe. Thor: The Dark World was the most critically despised movie from the entire MCU library. A clean buzz cut for Chris Hemsworth, and 1 movie later, Thor: Ragnarok became one of the most critically praised movies from the MCU. I'm starting to see a pattern. Is it possible that Minyoung's willingness to sacrifice her hair for the success of her group unintentionally called upon forces of good fortune? Is luck the mysterious X factor that so many companies desire? What if I told you that luck had nothing to do with it? That luck is not some kind of cosmic force, but rather an anomaly in the laws of probability. You see, once you start looking at the world in terms of probability, you start to realize that you may have more control over the events around you than you think. you can, to a degree, control your own luck. You want to increase your chance of winning the lottery? Buy more tickets. Want to decrease the chance of being struck by lightning? Don't go outside during a thunderstorm. And while on the surface it looks like Brave Girls simply got lucky with their public resurgence, that would be ignoring the fact that they consciously put maximum amount of effort into promoting in the military, which eventually led to their newfound success. Did you know that Brave Girls performed a whopping 76 times in front of the military, more than any other girl group? They would often perform at multiple military bases in a single day. That means they were traveling over 12 hours a day to perform a measly 5 to 6 minutes a show. Not only were they dedicated, but they were also famous for their generous fan service, as they would routinely stay after their performance to sign autographs and take pictures with the soldiers. Well, this effort didn't go unnoticed, and they quickly became darlings of the Korean military, with their popularity rivaling supergroups like TWICE, Blackpink, or IZ*ONE. So if I'm Brave Brothers, instead of patting myself on the back, which a lot of producers with giant egos tend to do, JYP, he should instead thank whoever's idea it was to promote exclusively in the military, as well as the members for their exceptional treatment of their fans, because that may very well be the secret X factor they've been looking for all these years. He should also thank Minyoung for sacrificing her hair, assuming that she's going to go through with it, because it's beginning to sound like she's backpedaling faster than sponsors. Hey, so the video is over. I'm just wasting time so I can display these end screens at the chance you might want to watch some other videos on my channel. And don't you hate it when these things pop up before the video actually ends? They're so annoying. Like they cover up half the screen. Anyway, until next time, thanks for watching.